Episode 441 of Community Universe Mode. Definitely edition number 117 of Monday Night Fusion, but Vintage Dashing, I have no idea what actually episode overall it is, even though I just typed it into the title. But what matters is that we are about to kick off the flagship show, Monday Night Fusion number 117, guys. An absolutely stacked card, as always, going to be coming your way as we inch closer and closer to the third annual Regicide pay-per-view event. Of course, that's the next time the Fusion Superstars will be on pay-per-view, but this Sunday will be the third annual Point Break, March 18th, guys. 2 Elimination Chamber matches, as well as a completely, absolutely amazing card from top to bottom. You are not going to want to miss that. But we'll talk about that more when Genesis comes our way later on this week. Right now, it's all about the Fusion boys as things are about to get started in a big way with the return of a former Anarchy and United States champion, Troy Myers. We have not seen him in over a month. The Painmaker is back, though, and certainly has a big mountain to climb, literally and figuratively, in the form of Bison. What up, everybody? What up, Gamer, Goat, Diamond, Bateman, the love of my life. It's that sweet slice of apple pie. And Soul, you little cheeky, beautiful man. It means I'm getting striked on YouTube. Rip in peace. Not like I make money on there anyway. But guys, we have got an absolutely great looking show tonight. 8-man tag team action. 2 huge announcements. When that match gets underway, I've got to share with you guys from the office of General Manager Johnny Sampson, but it will be all of the Ballers Club taking on the Brass Ring Club and Bad Men Incorporated. We've also got, excuse me, freaking trying to clear my throat here. Yeah, quick drink of that water. We've also got Logan Hale and Schmitty, no holds barred, guys. But what a main event. Years in the making as Ryan Kent takes on Paul Devine ahead of that fatal 4-way elimination matchup for the world title at Regicide that was announced last week. Of course, it will be Damian, Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, and a champion himself, Hayden. Hayden returns to action next week, guys. Once again, not here tonight. The A-lister getting some time off, but he will be back in action in a week's time. What up, Big Toph? That's the announcement, yep. Troy Myers certainly in for a fight as he will square up against the Leviathan, the OG monster of CMV, the Barbarian Bison. Bison, who was supposed to be in action last week, who was supposed to be teaming up with his part-time partner, Travis King, to take on the team of Josh Wolf and Schmitty, but Bison no-showed, forcing General Manager Johnny Sampson, of course, to substitute Logan Hale in that matchup. Again, Hale and Schmitty one-on-one later on tonight, no holds barred. That bounty's still on Schmitty's head at $100,000, but it was back at Dark Carnival that after Schmitty took his second straight pay-per-view loss, or I should say Bison took his second straight pay-per-view loss to Schmitty, that Cole Savage came out and said, Bison, look at you. You're being used as a lackey. You were once supposed to be the greatest of all time. You were supposed to be at the top a long time ago. And Savage said, I can bring you there once and for all, Bison. I can give you what you want. Apparently, in the CMV universe, been a buzz that maybe Cole Savage got into Bison's mind just before this match, guys, before the show started. Actually, Travis King and Bison had a little bit of an altercation backstage. Travis King confronted Bison and said, don't ruin what we have with Sampson. He promised us a spot at the top where we belong if we do what he asks, if we handle Schmitty and, do his bidding. Don't ruin that for me. And Travis King actually got agitated because Bison wouldn't respond. He was just standing there. And Travis King said, if I have to go through you to get to where I want to, then I will. Called Bison a big dumb ape, too. I don't know if that was so smart by Travis King, but Bison, the former international champion, 2-time international champion and world tag team champion, Season 1 veteran, has never been a world champion despite multiple opportunities. Cole Savage said he can bring Bison to the promised land once and for all. Look at Bison starting strong against Myers here, absolutely dismantling him at the start of this matchup. Now Bison brought up to a vertical base as Troy Myers, ooh, beautiful running, swinging neck breaker. Grabs Bison by the horns, tripped up though by the Barbarian with the promise. Travis King said to Bison, if you want to go chasing fairy tales with, Cole Savage what ifs, then, be my guest, but don't get in my way. Look at Bison just torture. It's like, it's hard to watch. Troy Myers maybe just shouldn't have come back because Bison is ruining him. Look at that, a wasteland now. Stomp down on the lower back, guys. Regicide 3 weeks away for the Superstars of Fusion. Every single Fusion championship will be on the line. That's 5 championship matches. Of course, 1 match already confirmed, that Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the world title. Damien, Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, and world champion Hayden. Tonight's main event, Ryan Kent and Paul Devine, years in the making, finally meet one-on-one. And Troy Myers looks to get a little bit of an edge, using his own head as a weapon. Yo, what up, Assassins, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Tomcat likes to pop in like every 2 weeks and just say, and then leave. Bison rolling back in the ring. Might have gone for a matter of time right there. I think it may have. If so, Troy Myers able to reverse it. Now Myers looking to come back big with a TKO. Oh boy, Myers, the former Anarchy and United States champion, going for that leg hook of his. Right to the temple of the beast, guys. Bison looks to be in La La Land. This would be a monumental upset win for Troy Myers to return with. Is Bison done for? No. Just a 2 count, but got pretty close there. Did Myers in the blink of an eye, nearly turned things around for himself. Troy Myers, also a CMV veteran, wants to make this season his. Maybe he wants to break that glass ceiling, finally get into the main event scene. Tonight, guys, we also have a rematch from last week as Troy Myers locks in a submission here on the big man. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, Bison breaks free. Percy Simmons, one-on-one with light heavyweight champion Jay Davis. Anarchy rules tonight. Percy Simmons, after losing to Jay Davis in under a minute last week, and then Davis attacking him after the match, demanded a rematch with Davis in an interview. And so he is going to get it, a chance for payback and a knockoff. The light heavyweight champion with Regicide on the horizon. If he can defeat Jay Davis, surely he will earn himself a shot at the title. Beautiful suplex neckbreaker there by Myers. Let's see Bison immediately begin to stir, crawling into the corner. Will he find a refuge? Troy Myers not afraid to get his hands dirty as he chokes. Better watch the refs count. He also have a 5K. He'll be careful there. Certainly doing some damage, and now he goes for another pin. This match started really, really strong for Bison. Now it is all Troy Myers. The big man's got to figure out a way to turn things around. Bison returned from about a 3-month or so hiatus at the top of this season, challenging Hayden for the world title at Validation. Remember, that did not go his way. Now he's been helping out Johnny Sampson, try to deal with the Schmitty in exchange for a future world championship opportunity. At least that's what Travis King told us, as Bison locks in the Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden is locked in. This is a vintage Bison. Will it be enough to force the submission? Is Troy Myers going to tap? No, Myers able to escape before his back is broken into a million little pieces before that spine snaps. Irish over to the corner. Myers going for a lariat. Bison able to move out of the way. There's the quickness and a spear. A gore. Bison throwing his near 300-pound frame to split Myers in half like nothing, but Myers still in the game. Look at that coconut crunch now. That hard plastic mask of Bison gonna protect him from most damage to the face area, obviously, but that knee probably still did enough damage as Myers looks for the pin. Just gets a 1 count. Counter by Bison as Troy Myers perhaps looking to finish things off. That was a slam to write home about. And now an inverted power slam. You're my cookies and cream, Bateman. Brought up to a seat, another Another spear, guys, by Bison. This is becoming just a one-sided dismantling, dissection of Troy Myers. I saw Bison go to the corner, double thumbs down. That can't be great for the future of Troy Myers. Still fighting though. Gotta give Myers credit. He's a former champion for a reason, but I don't think it's going to help him out much. That might be a rope break. Might get lucky unless, Bison's going to bring the arms back so that Myers cannot get a rope break. Iron Maiden locked in again. A second time trying to break that back and make Troy Myers humble. Can Myers fight through the pain, or will he be forced to submit? Yes, Troy Myers is forced to submit Bison with a definitive victory here to kick off Fusion number 117. Forcing Troy Myers to tap out before his back was obliterated. Gotta say, that was a pretty great matchup. Very back and forth. Myers put up more of a fight than I may have given him credit for. But in the end, Bison seems to be a changed man. Looking out for numero uno, 2 spears. Strongman should have been a world champion. I'm just going to say that right now. Speaking of world champions, that's what Bison has on his mind, to one day be a world champion. Maybe with Cole Savage, he can finally do that. Here on Fusion number 117, 3 weeks away from the 3rd annual Regicide. And of course, this Sunday, the Genesis exclusive pay-per-view Point Break 2 Elimination Chamber matches. The lineup for the International Championship Elimination Chamber has been finalized. Lance Martini in his first defense, untested, looks to win it big if he can survive. Defending against Zach Cage, Dallas Steele, Johnny Vegas, Brent King, and D'Angelo Prince. The Alpha World Championship Elimination Chamber stacked as well. Champion Guri Sukunov puts his 3-month dominant reign on the line against the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, Bob Luger, Paul Anderson, Mark Intel, and the last spot will be filled this Friday, the Go Home Show, in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Speaking of 8-man matches, right here, tag team action about to take to the ring as all of the Ballers Club are going to go at it with the Brass Ring Club and Bad Men Incorporated. As I said at the top of the show, guys, General Manager Johnny Sampson has told me about 2 new matches and a new match added, because we already knew that the Brass Ring Club, with their victory over Shindig Shebang last week, were going to be challenging the Ballers Club for the Fusion Tag Team titles at Regicide, but Johnny Sampson has dropped this bombshell that it won't be any ordinary tag team match. For the first time ever on this side of CMV, the Fusion Tag Team titles will hang 10 plus feet in the air. A 6-man tag team ladder match for the Fusion Tag Team titles. It will be Rob Cross, Chase Henderson, T Fury, Chris Sullivan, and Flashy. We actually saw the Brass Ring Club trying to figure out which 2 of them would be facing for the titles in the match at Regicide. Now they don't have to, because all 3 of them are going to be working together. 6-man tag team ladder match for the Fusion Tag Team titles. That's going to be something. That is going to be what a hell of a way to end this bitter brewing rivalry between the Ballers and the Brass Ring Club that's been going on for months and months and months. And another matchup added to the Regicide card, actually going to be a rematch from last week's show. It is going to be Mr. Money in the Bank Chris Diamond one-on-one with the King of the Ring, Andrew Briggs. We get a little bit of a taste of both of those matches here in this 8-man tag, the Ballers Club against the Brass Ring Club and Bad Men Incorporated. Yes, this Sunday, Point Break is March the 18th. This Sunday. And a tweet here, guys, from Jack Dialop, former Rising Star champion, says, remember, #Fusion, I am always watching. Jack Dialop with an impressive victory over Dave Daniels last week. Sent a strong message to the Fusion locker room that next week he is going to make things great again here on the flagship show. Regicide is in 3 weeks, so that's like early April or a little bit into April. Ballers Club certainly taking their time getting out here. I'm sure they're not thrilled about the news of their titles being on the line in a ladder match, 6-man tag team ladder match, but gonna have to do what they got to do. Currently, they still hold the better record against the Brass Ring Club. Though these past couple weeks, Brass Ring Club have been having the Ballers' number. Last person won a 6-man tag team match, but now all the Ballers going to be in their full strength. Mr. Money in the Bank, Chris Diamond, Rob Cross, Chase Henderson, and Mateo Blade, I guess, is backstage still getting ready. He's going to be out here. Don't worry about it. Not going to be a handicap. He just forgot his hat. Chris Diamond, of course, and Rob Cross were the ones who actually won the titles in the 3rd annual CMV Tag Team Cup, won the Cup, then beat the ATL on the same night. But Chris Diamond will not be the one defending the gold. Second defense it will be for the Ballers Club at Regicide. And he'll be busy with King of the Ring winner Andrew Briggs. Diamond certainly got to be looking forward to trying to get back at Andrew last week, though. Briggs returned with a victory over the Baller. Going to be interesting to see if the Brass Ring Club and Batman Inc. can work together at all. Flashy going to be sitting this one out, as it'll be JT Fury and Chris Sullivan representing the BRC. Yeah, still a lot to get to here on Fusion, guys. Percy Simmons and Jay Davis one-on-one, a rematch from last week. Anarchy Rules, it will be tonight, per the request of Simmons. We've also got a first-time encounter between former Rising Star champion Maseo Hume and former 2-time United States champion Harvey Hastings. That should be an interesting matchup. Don't forget that main event. Ryan Kent and Paul Devine, years in the making, finally go head-to-head on the way to that fatal 4-way elimination match for the world title at Regicide. I'm a big fan. The Ballers Club in the ring, ready for action here on Fusion number 117. Mateo Blade has finally made it down to the ring. Was getting finished with his getting into his ring gear, but here comes the BRCs, Chris Sullivan and JT Fury, who knocked off Shindig Shebang last week to become #1 contenders. They'll be joined by Flashy in 3 weeks at Regicide, that 6-man tag team ladder match, but tonight they are on their own as they look to work with Bad Men Incorporated. Remember, Chris Sullivan forced to wear that protective mask because of what Chris Diamond did to him during the Tag Team Cup about 4 weeks ago. This rivalry, I think, has transcended even the tag team titles. Of course, those are very important, but this is just a lot of personal animosity between these two clubs. Who is the better club on Fusion? It will finally be decided at Regicide, but looking for momentum here tonight. Topher. That'd be so great if they had that entrance in the game. That'd be 10 out of 10. The BRC, hungry to get their hands, coming off that victory over the Ballers last week on Reality Wrestling. They got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now. But like I said earlier, the Ballers Club do still hold the higher record when it comes to the matches between the Ballers and the BRC. I believe the record currently is 4-2. And a tweet here, guys, from Chris Diamond ringside simply says, "Nice mask, Sullivan." Trying to rub it in is Mr. Money in the Bank, and that can't be understated. Chris Diamond has that contract that guarantees him a world title match anytime, anywhere that he wants. And he'll be clashing with the King of the Ring winner, Andrew Briggs, at Regicide. We get a taste of it here. The Bad Men, actually teaming up for the first time in months. I don't remember the last time we actually saw Matt Devious and Andrew Briggs tag together. Matt Devious was ringside last week when Briggs knocked off Chris Diamond. But the former light heavyweight champion and Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Devious, alongside the 3-time light heavyweight champion, Andrew Briggs, who took a month off after losing to Hayden with the world title on the line, said he needed a break, but came back stronger than ever in defeating Diamond last week. Diamond gonna look to get that win back come Regicide. Andrew Briggs says he's gonna carve a path straight to that world title. No, he can hold it for 30 years, Topher. Until the day he dies. All right, here we go, guys. This is 8-man tag team action. The Ballers Club taking on the Brass Ring Club and Bad Men Incorporated. Going to be Diamond and JT Fury starting things off as Mr. Money in the Bank with a beautiful Salida Del Sol. Not giving JT Fury a chance to even realize what's going on. He's going to cash in 20 years. Season 19 of CMV. Chris Diamond follows that up with a beautiful knee to the face out of the back. Suplex now with the shoulders, and Diamond is just obliterating JT Fury. Vintage Diamond with that little twirling TKO of his. Diamond obviously not feeling very good about how things have been going for him these past couple of weeks. Losing to Andrew Briggs, then losing that 6-man tag on Reality Wrestling. Even though he's got that contract, that might be the only thing keeping him sane right now. Oh, what a power bomb now. But Diamond might even have to tag in the rest of his partners. Look at to the top rope. Diamond, oh, just does not like that fan in the black shirt right there. Diamond telling him he better shut up. Said something about Chris Diamond's baller merch. Little bit of a botched senton. I guess it took JT Fury down, though, so it did the job in the end. Yeah, man, they're bros, all right, Assassins? They go to the same barbershop, man. They get the same do, all right? They rock it. Mateo Blade there, Rob Cross, as well as Chase Henderson on the apron. Nice counter, though. Rebounds, and Chris Diamond going to catch JT Fury. Nope, a little bit of the chest bump. No sportsmanship, surely. Now Diamond going to be brought over. JT Fury tries to bring Diamond over to the corner of his team. Maybe make a tag, but Diamond not going to allow it. As now Diamond with another TKO. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of TKOs before this match is over. That 6-man tag last week was full of them. Guys, this has been just 100% domination by Diamond. And now it might be over before it even really begins. Rolling Fireman's carry set on. Here comes the WGW Light Heavyweight Champion Rob Cross with a double boot stomp to the gut. JT Fury could be done for. This would be definitely upsetting for the BRC and Bad Man Inc. as Chris Diamond went over and slapped Andrew Briggs. Here comes Andrew Briggs to make the save, though. He was pissed about that. Diamond back to the apron as Rob Cross takes out the king of the ring. Andrew Briggs just going to roll all the way across the ring there. Now going to get back to his feet. Yes, it is, Bateman. You never know, Diamond. 8-man tags can go any way. They can go 20 minutes. They can go 5 minutes. You never really know. The way this is going, it looks like it might not last much longer. As JT Fury has been put up against the ropes. A nice back body drop. Finally gets it open. Can he make a tag? Yes. To who, though? To former light heavyweight champion Matt Devious. Got a lot of WGW champions here in CMV. Rob Cross, the light heavyweight champion. Dave Daniels, of course, the current world champion. You got Jack Dialop, the hybrid champion. Look at this right now, though. Rob Cross. This is vintage Cross with that sit-out last ride power bomb. And Rob Cross has actually been calling out Andrew Briggs these past couple of weeks. Wanting to have a one-on-one with him, prove who the better light heavyweight champion was. Of course, that was when Andrew Briggs was still the champion, but I'm sure Rob Cross would still love to have that matchup. Oh, is that what it is? I did not know that. So, oh, wait a minute, Cross with that sunset flip powerbomb of his. Might have Devious in trouble, but here comes Briggs to save his friend and partner. Now Chase Henderson out of nowhere with a wheelbarrow arm drag. All out chaos ensuing in the ring. So I've been told, actually, from my WW sources, that apparently Jack Dialop beat Rob Cross for the light heavyweight title, and now that is what the hybrid title is. Never happened. Devious trying to fight back for his team. It has been all the Ballers Club so far. Nice reverse STO out of the suplex position. Cross going to be brought up to his feet as Devious and Irish over to the corner looking to make a tag. Andrew Briggs is still down, so a tag to Chris Sullivan. A little bit of teamwork between The Badman and the BRC. Oh, forearm smash over the knees, and then an elbow out of the springboard. Wow, maybe Chris Sullivan and Matt Devious should start teaming up. Up to the top rope, perched high. You see Andrew Briggs running over to get back on the apron in case someone wants to make the tag. First wants to watch this. Chris Sullivan off the top, goes for a savate kick, but Cross moves out of the way. Triple threat. Oh, I meant to say ladder match. I was reading Gamer's post there in the chat. Regicide, though. First time ever on this side of CMV. 6-man tag team ladder match for the Fusion tag team titles as Cross wants to get the hell out of the ring right now. Taking the brunt of Sullivan's attack. Tries to make a tag. Thwarted, though. Look at that shoulder thrust. Back spring by Sullivan. There's that impressive agility. Chris Sullivan really is so dangerous. So well-rounded is the Boston native, but you can never count out Rob Cross. What is this? Suplex neck breaker. Who doesn't like Ballers Club? I mean, look at that merch. Chase Henderson still likes his own style. He's a little bit of an outcast of the group. Chris Diamond is tagged back in and immediately hits a zigzag on Sullivan, who fires back with a jawbreaker. Still haven't seen Mateo Blade or Chase Henderson tagged in. Andrew Briggs hasn't been legal yet either. Nice counter there by Chris Sullivan into a gut wrench suplex. Gonna grab Diamond, but those long, luscious locks of his hook to the jaw. He calls this the half-Irish backbreaker. Single knee under the spine and wastes no time. Chris Sullivan lining up the shot, looking to once again get a victory over the Ballers Club heading into Regicide. Final cut, will that do it? 1, 2, only a 2 count. And Chris Diamond's short time here in CMV, he has proven to be one hell of a resilient competitor. It takes a lot to keep him down. There's a reason he's a former Rising Star champion, current tag team champion, and Mr. Money in the Bank. Irish over to the corner, though Sullivan tries to make a tag. Diamond, though, with a boot to the side of the head from behind, over the shoulders. This is not going to be fun for Sullivan. Double knees into the spine. You see Sullivan immediately trying to make a hot tag. Diamond going to shut that shit down, not allowing it to happen. Irish whip to his corner. Watch out, referee Murphy. Your bump doesn't come just yet, my friend. Tag to Rob Cross. Rob Cross and Chris Diamond doing all the work in this match. Out of the corner. What the hell do we got here by the Ballers Club? Working like a well-oiled machine. Watch out. Chase Enziguri. High knee now. Taking a page out of the ATL's book, who they beat for the tag team titles. Remember, Northern Light Suplex. Will that do it? 1, 2 nearly does, but not quite. The ATL do return to action next week on Fusion, guys. They'll go one-on-one with Blood and Stone. We haven't seen them since they lost their rematch for the belts back at Dark Carnival to Cross and Henderson. But Rob Cross, guys, has Chris Sullivan hurting for certain as he goes once again for that sit-out last ride powerbomb of his. Bam! What impact. This time straight into the pin. Here comes JT Fury. He knows he's got to help out his partner. Makes the save. Still so much to get to here on Fusion number 117. As you see, Mateo Blade just got rid of somebody. I didn't see who it was. I think it was Matt Devious. Oh no, Matt Devious there on the apron. It was JT Fury. Where the hell is Rob Cross going now? Goes to the outside just to taunt right in the Brashman Club and Badman Inc.'s face. Oh, that time, that Cross wasted taunting, though. Might come back to bottom, or maybe not. Look at that. Victory roll into the ring. Sunset looking to try to steal it. Can he? 1, 2. The slow motion count right there. Just the dos. No trace, Topher. Face to face now. Irish Whipper to the corner. What does Rob Cross have in mind here? Tag to, you guessed it, Chris Diamond. Mateo Blade and Chase Henderson just there for show, I guess. Rolling fireman's carry, double boot, stomped up. Oh, wow, Chris Sullivan immediately starts to move, but still going to go for the pin. It is Diamond. Can somebody make the save? Will this be enough to do it, guys? Right there, might be able to stop JT Fury. He does, but still not enough to keep down Boston's own. Chris Sullivan, man, is in all kinds of trouble. He has got to make a tag, but Diamond is not going to allow that. Maybe going to try to finally bring in Mateo Blade or Chase Henderson. What a hook to the face, though. Looks like Matt Devious is arguing with referee. Murphy as Chris Sullivan out of nowhere turns things around just like that with that leg lariat. Now an elbow drop to the inner thigh. He knows that Chris Diamond is a high flyer, a risk taker. Take out those legs. You get rid of most of his arsenal. What a reversal by Diamond, though, as Sullivan was looking for Hurricanrana. Can he make a hot tag? Can he make a hot tag? Yes, just in the nick of time, and here comes Matt Devious, the former light heavyweight champion. The dastardly one goes for a clothesline, immediately caught by Diamond. That was an epic fail right there. Can he still battle out of it, though? Boot to the jaw. Now from behind goes for a rear super kick. Diamond sees it coming, and now Mateo Blade with the assist. The assist by Mateo Blade. But Matt Devious still like, nah, fam, goes for the rear super kick again. And Diamond moves out of the way, has eyes in the back of his head. Goes for the tag again. Diamond said, nope. Send overhead with the fireman's carry. Devious having none of it. Goes for a drop kick. Nope. Diamond moves out of the way. Action roll now by Devious. Everything he is throwing at Mr. Money in the Bank just getting countered like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. What a sequence that was between Devious and Diamond. Guys, this matchup has really just been so solely in the corner of the Ballers Club. They are dominating everybody. It looks like Andrew Briggs said something about Diamond's mama for a moment there. Able to refocus on the man in the ring. The dangerous Matt Devious can never take your eyes off of him. Submission expert. You get locked in that crossface chicken wing of his. It is night-night. Only a 1 count. That pin attempt there by Diamond, who I can't even see because Andrew Briggs is in the way. It looked like maybe a chin lock or something was being applied. Now Devious, a former Money in the Bank holder himself. In fact, he held that briefcase that Chris Diamond currently holds before it was taken from him by Jacob Ziegler. You saw Diamond trying to crawl to his corner for a hot tag. Diamond Irish whip. Devious put into the corner. Chris Diamond out with a methodical pace as Devious is just, he's having absolutely none of the tag in this match. Diamond keeps trying to bring somebody else in, but Devious is like, nah. Now trying to crack open that coconut. The way things have been going for Diamond lately, he needs this victory here, as does the rest of the Ballers Club hanging to that huge tunnel defense at Regicide. Hey, what up, Jay Money, my friend? I think you're just in time, because after this matchup, I'm pretty sure it's Jay Money versus Pierre Thompson. I might be wrong. That might be the match after the next one, but either way, welcome to the stream, my friend. Jay Money versus Pierre Thompson is tonight, as Vintage Devious having himself a little bit of a giggle mate at the expense of Chris Diamond. Looks to make the, kick to the midsection, headbutt, hook to the jaw, go to the outside. What is Matt Devious doing here? JT Fury and Chris Sullivan better watch out. I think Devious going to go for that drop kick right to the temple. Double boots planted. Diamond busted wide open. Devious hurriedly back in the ring, looks for the pin. Hooks that leg. Will it be enough to do it for the BRC and Badman Inc. to get the win? No, Diamond powers out yet again. Look at Matt Devious, though, keeps the attack on high, pulling the trigger. That is Vintage Devious with the knee lift. Diamond does not quit, though. It doesn't matter. I personally don't like his attitude. He is very egotistical. He needs to turn it down a notch or two, but one hell of a competitor. Finally, look at that. Chase Henderson finally tagged in for the first time. Double iron. Oh, pulled back into a high-low. That was beautiful looking. Henderson to the pin. 1, 2. Not enough to get the place, though. Trip up by Matt Devious. You see Chase Henderson trying to cover himself up. This is the two submission experts going at it, because Chase Henderson has that really deadly Fujiwara armbar at his disposal. Tagged to Chris Sullivan. And Sullivan immediately looking to seal the deal. Chase Henderson getting tagged in to just take the pin. Final cut by Boston's own. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Lance Martini and Chris Andrews going to become best friends in their mutual burial at the hands of Gary Sukhanov. Now a tag to JT Fury. Let's see what he can get done. Fury been one of the most impressive newcomers to Fusion this season. Stomp to the chest as now Chase Henderson backs in the corner. Henderson, guys, we've seen this time and time again from him. Gonna go for that debilitating enziguri. Bam! Connects flush. JT Fury looking up at the lights. He's in La La Land. Chase Henderson knows they're going to try to capitalize here. The Ballers Club to take it home. Snap suplex. Now Chase, like a lion in the bush, waiting to pounce on his prey. JT Fury has no idea what's coming his way. Up in the electric chair, drop down into the forearm smash to the base of the skull. We talked about Chris Diamond's resiliency, but JT Fury's is incredible as well. Will he be able to survive this, though? Or will the Ballers Club take home the win? 1, 2. Chris Sullivan makes the save and ensures that the match goes on for now. Agreed. Diamond returns to the apron, trying to nurse that gash he has on his forehead, blood trickling down his face as JT Fury looks like a comeback, put the team on his back. JT Fury, this is how he won the 6-man tag team match last week against the Ballers Club. Roll through butterfly DDT. No pinfall attempt immediately, instead grabs Henderson by his fro. Face to face they stand. Irish whip into the corner, looks to make that tag. To Matt Devious, the former light heavyweight champion, brought back in. Double Irish whip, double shoulder tackle. And while Devious just hangs out in the corner, JT Fury helps Henderson back up to his feet like the good humanitarian he is. Devious now kicks in the midsection. Devious Deeds. It is locked in. Middle of the ring. Will Chase Henderson be forced to submit at the hands of Matt Devious? No, Henderson breaks the grasp that Devious has on him. Woo, life flash before his eyes right there, though. And what a boot that was by Henderson, who now looks to tag out after nearly being choked to a submission. Cross now back in. The former WGW heavyweight champion catches a hook to the jaw, and Devious clasping the temples for a little bit of a clutch there. Rob Cross looks, oh my dear Lord. Dropped out of the ropes. Yo, what up, Dynamic? This is the second matchup of the night. You missed the opening matchup where Bison forced Troy Myers to tap out. Still a lot to get to, including that main event. Years in the making. Ryan Kent takes on Paul Devine. That is going to be a good one. Both men still holding a grudge from what happened nearly 3 years ago. Rob Cross, though, hooking the leg here of Matt Devious. Might be enough to finish. Nope. Just a 2 count. Here comes Chris Diamond taking out his foe, Andrew Briggs. The two of them been spouting off on Twitter for months at each other. Devious, though, guys. Devious, we've seen him use this recently. Cutthroat and then down onto the knee. That is an easy way to break someone's neck. Devious now hopes that that'll be enough. Andrew Briggs tries to stop Chris Diamond. I don't know if Diamond broke that up or if Rob Cross kicked out. Too close to tell. Nope. Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. Oh, no, you, brother. Double axe handle by Devious. Drops Cross like a sack of stones. But now the Devious one, the antagonist, the villain of CMV. Tries to make a tag. Rob Cross denies it. Comes up from behind. Escapes the waist lock, though. Does Devious, couple of elbows to the side of the head. Now closes in. This is not going to be pretty for Cross. Alley-oop bomb, and he's busted wide open. But look at that. Going to be able to take a hot tag. Here comes Mateo Blade for the first time legal in this matchup. They've been saving him. Kitchen sink. Clothesline out of the ring. The sexy boy, as he refers to himself. Looking to perhaps bring things home for the Ballers. What is up in my neck? Hurting like a madman right now, trying to get Devious back out of the ring, but Chris Diamond's force field seems to be activated and not allowing it. The Diamond's got to move out of the way here. Now Mateo Blade just not giving up. I'll give him that much. And at the count of 4, maybe the Ballers Club realizing that a count-out victory is the way to go. They can't see him. They've tried everything to put down the BRC. and Badman Inc. We are at a count of 6, guys, and Mateo Blade is just throwing Devious around ringside area. Count of 7. Maybe we'll get a double count out. Leg drop bulldog by Mateo. Guys, 8. Elbow drop to the back of the head of Devious. Rob Cross is still just sitting there. 9. No, Mateo Blade's going to make it back. Mateo Blade makes it back into the ring. And 10. The Ballers Club decide enough is enough to conserve their energy in preparation for Regicide in the 6-man tag team ladder match. Take home the win. That's a disappointing end after such a competitive bout. But the Ballers Club doing what they got to do to get the victory over their foes. The Ballers Club stand victorious via nefarious means. Of course, Andrews would agree it's a legit way to win. They realized they couldn't put down the BRC and Badman Inc. Did what they had to. Might not agree with it, but they got the win. Up next, my friends. But first, a tweet from Diamond simply says, smart win. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure trying to conserve their energy in preparation for those big matches at Regicide in 3 weeks' time. Don't want to risk any injuries. But up next, guys, it is no holds barred as Logan Hale takes on Schmitty. The $100,000 bounty still out on Schmitty's head, initiated, of course, by general manager Johnny Sampson. And we've seen these past couple of weeks a couple of people already trying to capitalize on that. The Anarchists jumping Schmitty as he actually arrived to the arena earlier tonight. It was only pure luck that the Brass Ring Club saw what was going on and intervened, saving Schmitty. But now it is going to be Logan Hale attempting to collect the $100,000 prize. No holds barred at his disposal. Anything goes. A little bit of a rematch from last week when Travis King and Logan Hale took that tag team loss to Josh Wolf and Schmitty. But Josh Wolf and Schmitty both made it very clear there's no alliance between them. They both might have individual beefs with general manager Johnny Sampson, but that tag team match was a one-time thing. Yeah, it snowed here, but then it's pretty much all gone now because the sun is out. Yo, what up, BC, my friend? Welcome to CMV. If you are interested at all with what is going on, exclamation point CMV. I'll do it for you right here. We'll let you know more about us. Or just V there. And exclamation point join will give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. If you have a call, you're more than welcome. Oh, gotcha. Beat you, soul. Got him. Logan Hale, though, after about a month and a half off or so, returned and is now apparently in the pocket of general manager Johnny Sampson. He said a couple of weeks ago, came out here to the ring, said, I'm done competing for the fans. It hasn't got me anywhere here in CMV. I need to get to the top where I belong. You know, Logan Hale, a world champion in various other companies around the world, but not able to do it here. Now working with Johnny Sampson, hopes that that's his ticket. Oh, is that Mateo? My bad. I had no idea. Welcome. Good to have you. I believe it's the first time I've seen you here in chat, but good to see you, my friend. Mateo just getting the win in that last match for the Ballers Club. As here he comes, the game changer, Schmitty again. I'm very split on what has been going on these past couple months because on one hand, we all know I hated Schmitty last season, and in a way, I'm enjoying him getting his comeuppance. But on the other hand, Johnny Sampson has gone over the limit. He said that the match with Bison inside Hell in a Cell back at Sacrifice would be the one, his one little payback. But Schmidt keeps on defying the odds and just week in and week out pushing Sampson closer and closer to the edge. And now Sampson going so far as to issue a $100,000 bounty to the first man who can seriously injure Schmidt. Schmidt, of course, fighting for his unborn child, perhaps the most motivation a person can have in this world. Now it is no holds barred as Hale looks to be the one to get on Sampson's good side and earn himself the $100,000 as no holds barred, anything goes. As Sampson is surely watching Schmidt starts things strong with a float over DDT to spike him down onto his head. Still to come tonight, guys. Up next after this, J Money one-on-one with United States champion Pierre Thompson. Big opportunity for the newcomer Money. And then we've got a rematch from last week. Percy Simmons, the Deck, takes on Jay Davis. No holds barred, anarchy rules rather. Kind of the same thing. Non-title matchup. Big opportunity for the Deck to try to rewrite the wrong that happened to him last week. And then, of course, in our main event, years in the making, Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, one-on-one ahead of the fatal four-way elimination match for the world title at Regicide in 3 weeks. Spike DDT off the ropes right there. But remember, guys, this Sunday, the Genesis exclusive pay-per-view Point Break 2 Elimination Chamber matches, March 18th. Do not miss it. Probably around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to start. There's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view. Beautiful pump handle neckbreaker. Schmidt is absolutely dominating this matchup right now. Elbow drop to Hale. Going to connect as Murphy is simply here to either count 1, 2, 3 or call a submission. Yeah, 3 years in the making. Ryan Kent and Paul Devine finally go one-on-one. And Paul Devine coming off that huge win last week, of course, only the second man ever to defeat Damien. Damien now 21-2-1. I've been hearing people in the universe say Damien slip him. I don't know how they can say that. That is still an extraordinary record. And as I said, guys, I actually announced for you, next week, 2 huge matches going to take place as Damien will be back at it, taking on Ryan Kent in a rematch from Dark Carnival, where we were supposed to get a proper number 1 contender. Remember, ended via a double countout, so they're finally going to go head-to-head at no countouts. We'll see who the better man is. Will Kent head in that with a win because of next week's main event, guys. It is going to be Paul Devine taking on Hayden, non-title. They're currently 1-1 this season. Going to have that rubber match before they face off for the title. Fatal 4-way elimination at Regicide as Schmidt just driving Logan Hale's neck into that top turnbuckle right there. Then Schmidt is just dismantling Logan Hale as if it were Johnny. That's probably what Schmidt's doing right here, is just picturing that Logan Hale is Johnny Sampson blockbuster now by Schmidt. The agility better than ever. I've said it this season already, man. Schmidt's a former European champion, 2-time United States champion, and world champion, but truly I've never seen him so on. Like I said, he's got that motivation. He's working towards something more than himself. Logan Hale trying to bounce back, though. Never count out Logan Hale. Trap Schmidt between his legs with that head scissors now raining down some elbows right to the top of the head. Logan Hale now with a cross arm bar, hyper extending that arm, man. That thing can snap like a twig at any second if Schmidt does not tap and find a way to escape. And he does find a way to escape. And a kick to the chest to make Logan Hale pay. Irish Whipper to the corner. I feel like this $100,000 bounty that Johnny Sampson's put on Schmidt's head is really a last-ditch effort by the GM to get his revenge once and for all. Says whoever can seriously injure Schmidt will get the prize, but it looks like Logan Hale's opportunity might dwindle. Vintage Schmidt locking in that rear naked, and Logan Hale's gonna tap. Logan Hale submits after domination by Schmidt. Hale submits to the game changer, and again, Johnny Sampson has got to be going crazy. Once more, Schmidt spits in the face of Johnny Sampson. Logan Hale didn't even stand a chance. Schmidt obliterated Logan Hale. But that $100,000 bounty is still on Schmidt's head. We already saw him attacked by the Anarchist tonight. Logan Hale now tried his hand. What's next? Schmidt is not safe. Gotta have eyes in the back of his head. No doubt about that, but certainly a decisive victory for Schmitty as he celebrates. Wait a minute! Jack Dialop! Jack Dialop from the crowd! Former light heavyweight, or should say rising star champion. Apparently he wants the bounty from the crowd. Dialop jumping Schmitty, but Schmitty's ready for him. After that, Enzu lariat. Schmitty's now fighting back, and Logan Hale takes his leave as perhaps Dialop picked the wrong night. No, counters the old school Schmitty attempt. Dialop says he's going to rise to the top, going to make Fusion great again, and $100,000 will certainly help him on his way. Schmitty, though, over the counter, whatever Dialop attempted to throw at him right there. Trip up by the Game Changer. We need to get security out here right now. These two guys beating the hell out of each other. This is unsanctioned, but Schmitty now, second attempt, old school Schmitty. See you later, Dialop. Thanks for coming and trying. But Schmitty backs back, or fights back, I guess I should say, another challenger. The $100,000 ain't going home with Jack Dialop. Nice attempt. But Schmitty, two here tonight, has Dialop unconscious in the ring. That's interesting. If Schmitty injures himself, does he get the $100,000? That's an interesting point of view. Yeah, that didn't work out for Jack Dialop at all. He saw his opportunity to earn $100,000. He shot for it, but didn't exactly go. Guys, matchup with for newcomer Jay Money, no doubt about it. Jay Money debuting here on this side of CMV a couple of weeks ago. Took a loss to Alistair Knox. He did come back with a victory last week on Reality Wrestling over Seth Royce. So now one-on-one looks to go positive and get a huge win over the current United States champion Pierre Thompson, of course, who is slated to defend his title against Alistair Knox in 3 weeks' time at Regicide after Knox won that six-pack challenge last week. But Money with a win here could very well insert himself into the title scene. He has got his work cut out for him, though. The big dog ain't no pushover. Neither is Money. We don't really know what to expect to him so far. Can't really tell you a whole lot about him. Gave Knox a hell of a fight in his debut. In the end, though, tapped like all the rest who get in Knox's way. Excuse me. And here's a tweet, guys, from Chris Diamond, who says, "Nice one, Dial-Up. Really worked for you, mate. I don't need that money, by the way. Not even a big amount." So Diamond letting us know he's not going to try to get that $100,000 while rubbing it in the face of his former tag team partner. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Money making his way to the ring. I really truly can't be understated what a big opportunity this is for Money. He definitely earned a lot of support for the CM Universe in his match against Alistair Knox despite the loss. A win here. Young into his Fusion career. Could see him front and center for a future championship opportunity. Maybe take on whoever comes out of Regicide as champion, Knox or Thompson. That's, of course, only if he can put down the big dog. And that is definitely easier said than done, guys. Still so much to get to. Up next, it is Anarchy Rules. Percy Simmons looks to get payback against Jay Davis for what he did last week. And then in our main event, 3 years in the making, Ryan Kent and Paul Devon one-on-one. Jay Money ready to go here on Fusion number 117. Pierre Thompson's run since capturing that United States title has been not the best. Of course, defeated Paul Devon in Tokyo, Japan, the Tag Team Cup to win the title, but took that loss to Knox in the Dark Carnival pre-show. He really needs a win heading into his first title defense at Regicide in 3 weeks' time. He best be preparing for Knox. I'll tell you that much. There he stands, guys. We get 2 tweets. The first comes from Billy Shaw, says, "I don't see why you're going to these indie boys, and why not go to the Deathmatch King?" Billy Shaw. I think Shaw is talking to Johnny Sampson there. I'm not too sure. Now a tweet from Masao Yun, guys, of course, translated from Japanese, says, such a magnificent reward, but I'll have to say that if I do decide to go after him, I'll do it for free. Yeah, Yun better be worried about Harvey Hastings tonight. Those two still set to go one-on-one, guys, and 2 matches, actually, added to the Regicide card in 3 weeks' time. Going to be Perry Heaton going one-on-one with Harvey Hastings, as well as Azriel going one-on-one with Masao Yun. So both men looking to pick up some momentum en route to the pay-per-view. Look at that. That is a sight to see. Pierre Thompson, a former international champion. As international champion, his reign went on for 3 months. Will the same be said about his U.S. title run? That's only if he can get past Knox at Regicide. Got to worry about Jay Money here in this one, though. And a tweet, guys, from Jack Dialop says, you want your arm snapped before Schmitty? I will gladly do it to you, Diamond. Money going to start things off with a pullback attack into a belly-to-belly, showing off his power. And, of course, that's what Pierre Thompson is known for, his raw strength. Jay Money going to throw it right in his face now with neck breaker? No, let's go. Forearm smash to the base of the skull. Strong, strong start for the newcomer. The young blood, if you will. Yo, what up, Real Pumpkin, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to CMV. Exclamation point CMV right there for you. We'll let you know more about us if you're interested at all in joining. And exclamation point join will give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. Xbox One we are. If you have a call, you're more than welcome to check us out. And a tweet, guys, actually from Harvey Hastings now says, you didn't get a punch on him. You're a failure. That's towards Dialop there. Everybody throwing some shade at Dialop right now. You and Hastings better be focused. Vintage dashing indeed. Luckily, I knew that my batteries were dying, so I put an extra set right here. This matchup continues. Jay Money still in control over the United States champion again. Gotta be butterflies and run it through Money right now with what a just his second matchup as a part of the Fusion roster. All eyes are on him to be a future prospect. I could see Jay Money definitely being a future champion and really kick things off right here tonight. But Pierre Thompson looking to bury that young talent. Blackjack off the fireman's carry. Yeah, but Schmitty had really better be watching his back because people coming out of the woodwork. We got Yum saying he'll try to take that bounty for free, actually. Dial-Up now, throwing his name into the hat. Harvey Hastings, maybe. I'm sure he wouldn't mind $100,000. As Pierre Thompson introduces Jay Davis face first to that top turnbuckle 11 times. Drop toe hold, though. Jay Money. I meant to call him Jay Davis there for a second. My bad. Jay Davis, I'm pretty sure, in action up next. Might be Hastings first. I'm not too sure. I never remember the card. I'm dumb like that. But a tweet, guys, from Sean Kane here says, people have been bugging me about where I've been since my last match. Let's just say I'm waiting for business to be taken care of. Hashtag Kent Brothers. Now, we haven't seen... Wait a minute. No. Oh, my God. Jay Money just pile drive Pierre Thompson off the apron down to the outside. Are you kidding me? Down to the steel steps. I've never seen something like that. Money not only wants to beat Pierre Thompson, wants to maybe end his career. Thompson, I don't know how he's standing right now, by the way. That's got to be a thick skull for Thompson to be on his feet right now. He has got to be dazed and confused. And at the count of 5 now, Money using the ringside area as a weapon. Pierre Thompson able to stay alive somehow, some way. All right, so yeah, up next is Masao Yun. Hastings then. We've got Simmons and Davis. One-on-one Anarchy rules. As you saw Pierre with a nice little hat suplex. Now the play of the day, he calls that spinning side slam. Despite that pile driver to the outside, man, Thompson's toughness cannot be overstated here after that. But Money, how vicious is he? My God. Wants this win real bad. Back body drop though by Thompson as Money was maybe looking for a powerbomb, but look at this. Look at this. Thompson might have the end in his sights. The highlight. And that might do it. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. Money able to survive and show us his resiliency. Jay Money not here to win matches, here to murder people, end careers. Pierre Thompson trying to stay in control again, though. Even though Thompson seems to have recuperated it, there's no way that his neck ain't going to be hurting later on. And as Jay Money gets off a hook to the jaw. Oh, German suplex. Not just, going to take him to Suplex City. No, now spins around. What a lariat. Turn and Thompson inside out goes to the pin. Will that be enough to do it, guys? Jay Money could have a huge career-defining win here, but only a 2 count and a tweet from Chris Sullivan says, so many people talking about that money. Too bad we got Schmitty's back and nobody feels like sharing that money. Yeah, we saw the Brass Ring Club save Schmitty from an attack at the hands of the Anarchists earlier tonight before the show started. So Schmitty's got some allies out there watching his back, but seems to have more people wanting that money. Here Thompson goes for the Superman punch. That might have been a last-ditch effort. Jay Money, though, obviously did his homework before coming out here. Now a forearm smash, back body drop. Jay Money, see you, bye. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Tumble to the outside. Jay Money, of course, competed earlier this season on a match a couple of times before deciding to come to Fusion. Made his debut some weeks ago. As I touched on, gained a lot of support from the CMV universe for what a fight he put up against Knox. Did lose. Got a win over Seth Royce last week, so 1-1 right now. Wants to go positive and get this colossal win. And now another pile driver by Jay Money, dude. There's no doubt now that Money wants to seriously injure Thompson. Apparently winning won't be enough. Money wants to send a message to the rest of the field. And another pile driver. Now a small package driver. Or a package, whatever you want to call it. It's your life. I won't tell you how to live it. But now out of the corner, and good God, these shots to the head might do Thompson. And now an enziguri, and the big dog is busted open. It might be a La La Land kick to the chest. Money is so vicious. Oh my God. What else could he possibly hit? Are you kidding? Now a butterfly. That is 3 pile drivers in a row. First standard, then package, now butterfly. 1, 2, jump. Okay, Pierre Thompson is superhuman, apparently. He is not mortal. I don't know how that was a jet. Look at Jay Money, though. Jay Money knows what he's got to do. The Irish Death Note attempted again, but Pierre Thompson counters. Now Thompson, I don't know how Thompson's alive, let alone conscious. Yo, what up, Vicky Vale? The love of my life. I think Thompson might have gone for his buster off the top rope. I think that's what he went for there, but Money able to counter. Now Money to the top rope. What a, oh my God. Are you kidding me? No, pedigree off the top rope. You have got to be joking right now. Jay Money, so dangerous and proving it in this one. And now again out of the corner with an enziguri that connects 100% and puts Thompson down, perhaps for the 3 count. Uno, dos. Trace and Jay Money just got a huge victory here on Fusion. Just beat the United States champion clean. Not only beat him, but may have injured Thompson heading into his title defense at Regicide. Wow, what a showing. Jay Money proving how dangerous he is. That onslaught of pile drivers and a second enziguri out of the corner does the deed. Yeah, it already happened, Vic. You want me to tell you the results of Fusion so far? I got you, fam. We are about to head into the tertiary main event, but man, with that victory, Jay Money has just inserted himself into the U.S. title race, as well as sent a very clear message to the Fusion locker room that he is not to be trifled with. Pierre Thompson's got to get checked on, because his neck might be broken. At least a concussion. Jay Money is a mofo to watch out for. Alistair Knox, I'm sure, is happy about that outcome. That betters his chances of walking out of Regicide as United States champion. Oh, wow. GG, no read. Had my mic muted that whole time. Tweet here, guys, from Jack Dialop says, you should choose your words carefully, Hastings. You obviously don't know what I'm capable of. And also tweet here from Billy Shaw says, of course, as soon as I show interest in this bounty, the indie boy is going to start showing up. Yeah, real Twitter war going on here on Twitter over Schmitty and the $100,000 bounty. But so far tonight, guys, it's been a hell of a show. Started off with Bison tapping out the returning Troy Myers with the automated, and then a great 8-man tag match soured as the Ballers Club would win via countout. Chris Diamond tweeting out pretty much saying we want to conserve ourselves for Regicide in the 6-man tag team ladder match for the titles where it's actually going to matter. Smart win. Remember, they'll also announce Diamond will be going one-on-one with Andrew Briggs at Regicide. 2 other matches announced for the pay-per-view in 3 weeks. This man, Masao Yume, will be going one-on-one with Azrael. And look who's coming out behind Masao Yume, none other than the Pitbull Perry Heaton, because also at Regicide, Heaton will be going one-on-one with Yume's opponent here tonight, Harvey Hastings. After some harsh words last week, Hastings a bit upset after losing that 6-pack challenge. Called out Perry Heaton, of all people, because remember, Heaton is the one that eliminated Harvey from that matchup. And Hastings said that Perry Heaton's overrated, and that he'll prove it to him. Heaton would come out and say, you want to fight, you'll get your fight. And so it will go down at Regicide, but right now Hastings has Yume to worry about, and now Heaton ringside. Something tells me that maybe Azrael is going to be coming out here as well. And a tweet here, guys, now from Chris Diamond says, hey, look, it's the kiddies I climbed over to win Money in the Bank anyway. Time to go drink some champagne with Cross, baby. And Harvey Hastings, a little bit of a new entrance as he enters the arena, the 2-time United States champion. And yep, I called it. There's Azrael. Interesting that Perry Heaton and Azrael, former tag team partners, putting their money on different guys here in this one. This is a first-time encounter. Actually, Harvey Hastings and Masao Yume have teamed up in the past. Been on the same side on multiple occasions. Harvey Hastings, though, knows that a win over Perry Heaton on pay-per-view at Regicide will launch him towards trying to reclaim that United States title he still feels is his. And a tweet, guys, from J Money now says, well, it was a great attempt from that U.S. champion, but it's nothing that I haven't done before. As proven tonight, I'm not here to wrestle. I'm here to take over. So J Money with some strong words after that strong showing. But now it's time for our tertiary main event. Still a lot to get into, guys, in our co-main event. Percy Simmons, Jay Davis, a rematch from last week. Anarchy rules tonight as the deck looks for payback in our main event. 3 years in the making. Ryan Kent and Paul Devine one-on-one as both these guys rush each other as soon as the bell rings. But it's Yume, the bigger man, the stronger, the former Rising Star champion from RJPW, who gets off that single knee gutbuster. But now Hastings, the assassin, with a jawbreaker and Zaguri to fire back. He's got that speed and agility. How will Heaton and Azrael being ringside affect this matchup? We'll have to just find out. I don't think Hastings isn't the only cruiserweight. Brandon Rain is also a cruiserweight. I'm pretty sure there's a couple others as well. Those are the 2 that come to mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chris Sullivan is also a cruiserweight. There's a couple others. Excuse me. You got El Jefe over on a Genesis. I'm pretty sure it's a cruiserweight. So right now, Diamond firmly in control over Yume with that stomp down onto the bicep. And now Hastings, the former member of the German Special Ops. A little bit of a chest bump. That's like running into a brick wall, man. Yume is a thick boy. Big, big, big man. Look at Hastings unloading with this beautiful combination. Once partners, but whatever, a little bit of a respect. Oh, super kick does not even take Yume off his feet. That is impressive. That shows the toughness. But wait, look at Perry Heaton skulking around ringside. The former Anarchy champion, the Pitbull, after Yume gets off a release suplex. I think Perry Heaton might actually broken up the pin by throwing in the steel chair right there, but steel chair is in the ring. Somehow Murphy has not seen it. Will it be utilized? Remember, Heaton is in the corner of Yume here, while Azrael is in the corner of Hastings. 2 individual singles matches that will go down in 3 weeks' time at Regicide. Look at the agility by Hastings with that backflip into a head scissors takedown. That is beautiful. That steel chair still just sitting there. Now a headshot by Double H. Finally, Murphy sees the chair. Oh, but Perry Heenan distracting referee Murphy as to the top. That's Blitzkrieg by Harvey Hastings, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make the pin. Murphy is distracted. Okay, finally, 1, 2. Dynamic quick work of Hume, but it is not enough to keep down the big man. Flying through the air. So many ways that Hastings can beat you. That Blitzkrieg that we just saw, or the Anaconda Vice as well, which funnily enough, Azrael likes to use as a finisher too. Watch his ring toe with his arms crossed. Surely not here supporting Hastings, just trying to distract Masao Hume. You know, a lot of people, and rightfully so, blamed Hume for Chris Diamond winning Money in the Bank back at Dark Carnival because he had a clear opportunity to get Diamond down off the ladder before he unlatched the briefcase, but he didn't. Instead, he left the ring. And Hume doing a lot of taunting right now going to pay for it, but Azrael definitely the most vocal on Twitter, saying that Masao Hume held him back from achieving greatness, from finally breaking into the main event scene. Azrael going to try and get his payback when they go one-on-one at Regicide. Right now, Hume using his superior build to get a stranglehold on Harvey Hastings. Nice reversal right there. Yeah, Perry Heenan and Azrael have been teammates on and off again since last season. They actually just teamed up recently in the Tag Team Cup, Tokyo, Japan, about 4 weeks ago. I wouldn't call them, they're definitely not best friends. They work together when they have to. Tonight they're on opposite sides, though, as Hastings goes for a pin. Just gets 2 count. Yo, what up, Seth? Welcome. Stomp down on the lower back as Hastings to the top rope again. Oh, thought he might go for another Blitzkrieg. Instead tries for an elbow, but too many risks taken. And now Hume going to make him pay. Nope, just going to stand there and stare at him, I guess. And a German suplex by the former 2-time United States champion. That's going to stun Hume. Snapmare by Hastings now into a side headlock. I don't know if Harvey wants to wrestle with Masao here. That might be the wrong way to go. Hastings brought up to his feet. Side headlock now by Hume, the burly bear of a man. Former Rising Star champion, the first man to ever cash in the Rising Star title for the United States Championship shot. Of course, that did not go his way. Failed to take the title from Paul Devine a couple of months ago. This is not going to end well for Hastings. Hastings is already a thin guy. Going to try to break that arm. Snap it in two like a twig. Oh yeah, Perry Heenan loves it. He's cheering ringside, and now Masao Hume waiting in the wings as he looks for that elevator ride. Hastings, though, drops down behind. That clutch by Hastings, who now goes for a tilt-a-whirl. Woo! Going around and around. That headset's going to take him down finally. And now Harvey already tried the Blitzkrieg. Gonna go another route. Takes him down with the Uranagi. Gonna tie Hume up. And the Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice by Harvey Hastings, and Hume immediately is forced to submit as Hastings gets the win here on Fusion. A competitive matchup. Surely both of them were distracted with their respective rivals, Heenan and Azrael ringside, but Hastings gets the win, forcing Hume to tap out. And apparently Hume showed a bit of respect towards Hastings here. A handshake between the two villains. But good sportsmanship, I guess, as Heenan and Azrael have taken their leave from ringside. All right, my lovelies. It is time for our co-main event here on Monday Night Fusion number 117, still to come. And our main event, 3 years in the making. Ryan Kent and Paul Devine face-to-face in the ring ahead of the Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the world title at Regicide in 3 weeks. Again, guys, this to be the third annual Point Break, not one but two elimination chamber matches and a stacked card from top to bottom. You do not want to miss it. 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the stream. If you are not aware, is that 4 weeks from this Sunday, it is going down the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble. At the 3rd annual Absolution, 30 superstars will compete in an over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match. The winner punches their ticket to the final pay-per-view of the year, the 3rd annual Homecoming, for a title match of their choosing. 4 weeks from this Sunday, the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble goes down. Fusion Genesis superstars competing, all looking to win it big, go down in the history books, and get a title opportunity of their choosing 4 weeks from this Sunday. Ooh, Zach Payne dropping in. Welcome, welcome. Always love a good Payne drop by. Oh, look at this dynamic in Zach Payne in the chat at the same time. This age-old rivalry. But here we go, guys. Certainly with the Royal Rumble approaching on the minds of every superstar in the back on Fusion and Genesis. No doubt these two men included, who are about to go one-on-one, a rematch from last week where Jay Davis beat Percy Simmons surprisingly in under a minute and then attacked Simmons after the match. Jay Davis would tweet out saying, "I expected more from you, Simmons. I was disappointed." And in an enraged interview afterwards, Simmons would call out Jay Davis, say out, "No, I'm not going to take that. I'm not just going to walk away after what you did," challenging Davis to this matchup. And making it Anarchy rules, which means that anything goes. No countouts, no disqualification. Simmons looking to erase what happened last week, prove that it was a fluke, that he was just caught off guard. And with Regicide approaching just 3 weeks away, Simmons, in getting a victory, could see himself earn that light heavyweight championship matchup. Payne in the building. Is Zach Payne going to return in the Royal Rumble 4 weeks from this Sunday? The 6th annual Royal Rumble, Zach Payne better be there. But the deck, Percy Simmons, looking for his revenge here tonight. Yeah, that's where Payne's been focusing on his training camp. The superstars of tomorrow here in CMV. Percy Simmons ready to go, guys, but his opponent, Jay Davis, man, I said it time and time again since he returned, the best condition I have ever seen him in. Jay Davis been unbeaten since coming back to CMV after an 8-week injury, kept him on the shelf. Winning back the light heavyweight title, defeating Matt Devious at Dark Carnival. His first defense is coming up at Regicide, but who will it be against? The rebel heart of Jay Davis, the Irish-born Jay Davis gets ready for action. Can he do again here tonight what he did last week? Just when you think Jay Davis might be changing his attitude and becoming a better guy, he does something like he did last week to Simmons, attacking him after the match, but he didn't have to. You're thinking of, oh, never mind. I didn't see what Topher said. We haven't seen it. It wasn't the last time Zach Payne was in CMV. Was WrestleMania 3. No. I think it was actually the first annual Regicide where he and Nelson Jr. Failed to challenge. Who was the tag team champions at the time? Whoever were the tag team champions, they failed to win the belts from them. That was the last time we saw Zach Payne. So nearly, what was that, over 2 years ago was the last time Zach Payne was in CMV. Funny that we're closing in on the anniversary with Regicide 3, just 3 weeks away. But here we go. Simmons already faring better than he did last week against the light heavyweight champion. T.N. Lee, that's who it was. Zach Payne and Nelson Jr. failed to challenge T.N. Lee for the World Tag Team titles. The first annual Regicide. That was the last time that we saw Zach Payne and CMV. Nice knee to the chest there by Percy Simmons, not allowing Jay Davis to catch him off guard. Now a back elbow. And remember, this is Anarchy rules. Anything goes. Weapons could very well be introduced. And still our main event, Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, one-on-one, 3 years in the making. Punch to the back of the head a second time and a third time. Hey, if it works, keep on going. Jay Davis maybe bargaining for more than he wanted in attacking Simmons last week. Now Jay Davis going to be the one to introduce anarchy to this matchup. What's he going to pull out? Simmons going to allow him to. Going to be a steel chair, the age-old equalizer, right to the back of Simmons' head. Now over the backside. The Paniacs. What do you want, Zach Payne? Zach Payne, Zach Payne. Royal Rumble return. He better win it. Number 30. Headline homecoming. Simmons able to absorb those chair shots. Come back now. Oh, the educated feet being put to good use. I'm going to steal that JR line real quick. Fight. Just turning up as Simmons gets tossed into the steel steps now. These two can stay out here for as long as they want to. There are no countouts, but the only way to win is by pinfall submission in the ring. The title's not on the line, but Simmons with the win here could earn himself a championship opportunity. Now Simmons brought to a vertical base barrel roll by the CMV light heavyweight champion, trained by CMV Hall of Famer, the technical prodigy Dave Turner. And now the steel chair again being used to the legs. And Jay Davis obviously knows that Percy Simmons, his legs are his number one go-to. You know, the vast majority of his arsenal has to do with kicks. And there goes Jay Davis again, just tearing into the side of that knee. Never say that Jay Davis isn't a smart man. Thinking man's wrestler. Again into the steel steps. Percy Simmons is just being torn limb from limb right now. This is not pretty, but now Simmons fires back as Davis gets a taste of the cold steel there. Kick to the midsection. Ooh, twist of fate about to be pulled off by the deck, but Jay Davis, just the nick of time, able to save himself and escape from that. Now it's a steel steps. This is a steel steps match apparently, and once again the chair in hand over the backside. But the sun don't shine. And just stomping down on the back of the legs. You also, man, Jay Davis is just so very, oh my God, what is, no, Russian leg sweep into the barricade. This is the definition of a fight. This is not a match. These two have got animosity between them. The bad blood is overflowing as Simmons struggling to recuperate from that Russian leg sweep into the security barricade. Jay Davis going to capitalize, stumbling drunk. And Simmons is out like a light as Davis hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Percy Simmons not about to be embarrassed again 2 weeks in a row. Showing off his heart, the heart of a champion. Able to survive for how much longer? He can't just survive. He's got to actually win. Channeling the support of the CM Universe who are behind him. Now a reverse DDT to the light heavyweight champion. A good old-fashioned butt whooping. Irish whip now into the corner. Simmons has taken an extraordinary amount of damage by the steel chair, the steel steps, the barricade, but still going. I got to respect that as he puts Jay Davis up on the top rope. Not a place that you want to be. This is not going to be fun, whatever Simmons is cooking up for. Oh, European uppercut. Damn, Jay Davis in La La Land. What the hell is Percy Simmons going for? Don't tell me he's going to go for a cutter off the top rope. Percy Simmons with a cutter from up high. What a fantastic matchup. This is what I expect from Percy Simmons, not what happened last week. It really was a fluke if you ask me. Simmons just got caught off guard. Now he's proven that he can hang as he locks in a deadly submission, but Davis knows how to escape every submission in the book. Dave Turner taught him how. 3 elbows right to the face. Gonna break him free. Davis, though, certainly is still hurting from that cutter off the top rope. Targets the leg again. And Jay Davis telling Simmons, this is all you got, kid. You can't hang with me. You ain't good enough. Now goes for a scoop slam. Simmons drops down behind. Back suplex by the deck. The deck is rolling. Non-title matchup, and all eyes are on Simmons. Can he prove himself? Can he make it 1-1? Kick to the midsection. Twist of fate. This time it's going to connect. Goes for the pin on the light heavyweight champion. Davis been unbeaten since his return. Will tonight be his first loss? No, it will not. Able to kick out Simmons with his hands atop his head, not knowing what he has to do, but perhaps calling for the end. Roundhouse kick. There's trouble in paradise. Jack of all trades, countered by Davis, and now Davis gonna make Simmons pay, immediately catch him with stumbling drunk, countered by Simmons, 1999. This is a reversal fest. What a match we are witnessing in the co-main event of Fusion number 117. These two trying to steal the show, and a second twist of fate by Simmons. Immediately pounced on the opening, and again wastes no time, not even going for the pin, as he looks again for the Jack of all trades. Roundhouse kick right to the side of the head, and Davis falls like a sack of stones. Don't got to worry about rope breaks. Hooks the leg of the arm of Jay Davis. 1, 2, 3, and Percy Simmons has just defeated the light heavyweight champion. What a fantastic encounter that was, but Simmons just proved himself worthy to be in contention for the light heavyweight title, putting down Davis definitively with that roundhouse kick he calls the Jack of all trades. Man, that was a brutal bout. And here's what did it. Bam! Right to the temple. And Simmons, with a huge victory, may have just lined himself up to challenge Davis for the light heavyweight title at Regicide in 3 weeks' time. Endured the onslaught from Davis and came out the victor. All right, guys, here we go for what has been a fantastic episode of Monday Night Fusion number 117. It culminates with this matchup. 3 years in the making, and you can bet your ass that these two are still harboring those feelings they felt all those years ago towards each other, because Ryan Kent was once a brother of Paul Devine's, was a part of X-Gen, but then struck out on his own, stabbed in doing so, and Paul Devine never really got his vengeance. You know, circumstances back then never allowed them to face one-on-one and blow off steam. But now with Regicide 3 weeks away, and the main event announces that fatal four-way elimination matchup for the world title, it will be Damian, Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, and of course the champion Hayden. Devine's coming off that huge win last week over Damian. Can he carry that momentum into knocking out the fire starter here tonight? We know that next week Devine will go one-on-one with world champion Hayden and a tiebreaker. They're both one apiece this season. Remember, Devine beat Hayden at Dark Carnival in the main event, but it was a shady ending. Hayden had his hand on the bottom rope, so Devine would put the title on the line against Hayden in a game of cards, and Hayden would win. Now a 5-time champion, Devine will get his chance to win the title back, though fairly, come the 3rd annual Regicide, as will this man. Remember, it was Damian and Ryan Kent one-on-one at Dark Carnival, #1 contenders match. We were supposed to get it right for #1 contender, but it would end up going to a double countout after Kent tried to lure Damian to the out. It didn't really go his way. And we also know that next week, rematch Damian and Ryan Kent one-on-one, no countouts. It will be a definitive winner will arise between the two. Will Kent be walking into that match with a victory over Devine here tonight? And here he is, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export, and a 4-time undisputed champion. You gotta respect Paul Devine's morals, not wanting to win the championship in a tainted way. If Paul Devine is going to be world champion once again, he's going to do it right. No question about it. no, what's the word I'm looking for? No doubts in the mind of the CM Universe or anybody backstage that he deserves to hold that prize, the grandest in all of CMV. Yeah, I think that was the last time these two were actually in the ring together, was before Ascendance 5. On the go-home Genesis, it was Paul Devine and Chris Andrews versus Ryan Kent and Kalen Kinra, it was. Those are the two main events of Ascendance 5 colliding. Of course, Ascendance 6, guys, isn't even that far off, about seven months away. 4 weeks from this Sunday is the 6th annual Royal Rumble event. A little bit of a change this season, though, as the winner of the Royal Rumble will not main event Ascendance, will instead main event the last pay-per-view of the year, the 3rd annual Homecoming. Still the same, though. They will get to choose which title they want to go after. Let's say a Fusion Superstar wins, they can choose to go to Genesis and fight for the Alpha World title, and vice versa. I'm sure both these men, if they're not world champion by after Regicide, I should say, then they'll be in the Royal Rumble. Paul Devine, of course, is last year's CMV Royal Rumble winner. As these two start things off slow, feeling each other out, not going hard in the paint. They don't want to exhaust themselves. And a tweet here, guys, from Harvey Hastings says, I hope Devine wins that title so I can finally tear it off his corpse when I get my hands on him. Oh, terminating spurt by Ryan Kent. Just going to drill Devine head first into the mat. And Kent, of course, not afraid to get his hands dirty, as Murphy was busy checking on Devine, pulls off that top turnbuckle, exposing the harsh steel that lies beneath, maybe trying to utilize it. But Devine with a knee to the midsection, not going to let that happen. Fireman's carry taking him right overhead. Devine, a 4-time world champion, United States champion, tag team champion, 5-time tag team champion, the record set in CMV, and an Anarchy champion. Ryan Kent, of course, his list of accolades even longer. Former unmatched world champion, Anarchy champion, Money in the Bank winner, world champion, international champion, tag team champion, light heavyweight champion. Only 2 titles have eluded him in CMV. Both of them are right here on Fusion, the United States title and the Fusion tag team titles. But at Regicide, he'll become a 2-time world champion. Let's not forget to mention Alpha World champion. Ryan Kent, the only man to date to have held both the Undisputed Championship and the Alpha World Championship. That, of course, could change come this Sunday's Point Break in the Elimination Chamber. We've got Chris Andrews in there. Chris Andrews, a former Undisputed Champion. If he wins the Chamber, he'll join Ryan Kent in that short list. Down on one knee, punch to the top of the head. This Sunday, indeed, Point Break, March the 18th. Do not want to miss it. 2 Elimination Chambers as Kent continues the attack on Paul Devine's midsection, and specifically the kidney area. Counter, though, by Devine with a DDT. Yeah, we saw that tweet from Sean Kent earlier. We haven't seen Sean Kent since he lost to Damien last month, saying he's going to return soon after some business is handled. Hashtag Kent Brothers. Don't really know what that means. But a stomp right there to the forearm. Devine's so dangerous. He'll do what he has to. He'll do what he has to, I should say, to beat you. But most times it'll be that 24th punch, bang, homage to his brother Quantum. Also got the timestamp, Divine Intervention, the catchphrase. Gator roll transitioned into a crossface. Not looking for the submission, as now Devine turns to the CMV Universe, who are fully behind him. 100% sending their support his way. I don't know how smart that is by Devine, though, to take his eyes off of someone like Ryan Kent, so absolutely dangerous. Both these men, future Hall of Famers, no doubt about that, but both men also far from finished in their in-ring careers. As a nasty powerbomb by Kent, showing off his strength right there. You know, Ryan Kent through and through is a powerhouse and a brawler, whereas Devine, very agile and a nasty striker. 2 styles indeed colliding, as Ryan Kent throwing caution to the wind, but it is successful as he pulled off that Swanton bomb. Trying to bring Devine up to his feet now, but Devine fires back, running to the chest. Neither one of these guys has been definitively in control. It's going back and forth. Momentum just swinging here in this one. Devine's going to look to change that power slam. Oh no, dropped onto the top rope, right to the chest. That's going to make it super hard for Kent to breathe. Fighting through it though, shakes the cobwebs, arm drag. Down on one knee is the Asian Sensation. I'm sure that both Damien and Hayden, wherever they are watching this. Both of them will be in action next week. Again, it will be Damien versus Ryan Kent and Paul Devine versus Hayden. So both these guys definitely wanting this big win as Ryan Kent looks to make sure it is him with a superplex, but that's not all. This is the raw strength into a Falcon Arrow. How impressive is the Firestarter, who now goes to the corner to taunt, bask in his own glory as Divine just writhes in agony there on the canvas. Action roll though, Divine, vintage Divine monkey flip. And Kent rolls to the outside. Kent is so smart. He knows where he is. CMV veteran. Knows that he can't be pinned or submitted on the outside. Now as Divine goes to collect him, Kent goes back into the ring and a little bit quicker. The game plan being executed to perfection by Kent now, who comes up from behind with a swing out single knee gut buster. Ryan Kent's attack in this matchup has been largely focused on the midsection, the ribs and the kidneys. Now lets out a roar. Divine gets to his feet on spaghetti legs as Kent in the corner taunts again. Now he's going to pay for it though. Gonna attack him in the corner, throw him to the outside. Hanging on for dear life is the Firestarter as Divine gonna bring him back in with the strength of 1,000 gods. Falcon Arrow of his own. Both these guys like tit for tat, back and forth, trying to outdo one another. Ryan Kent is reeling. Catchphrase. Divine capitalizes, pounces on the opportunity. Now Divine backs into the corner once again. Paying homage to the CMV Universe, who are sending their energy his way. Kent recuperating, not looking too hot, trying to use the ropes to get back to his feet, rolls out of the way himself. Goes for Michinoku driver. Divine having none of that though, pushes Kent away, goes for a hook to the jaw though. Kent was out of reach. Jumping cutter attempted. Divine says no. Now a kick to the gut, and we know what Divine is setting up for here. Vintage Divine, the maneuver that brought him many championships. Divine intervention. That might be a rope break though. Can't reach up with this angle. Yes, it is. Kent getting lucky right there. Divine got to be frustrated, but it's Murphy's call. That was a rope break, and now Kent has a chance to come back. Woo, psyched Divine out. Looked like he was going for a super kick. Instead, clocked him in the jaw. Lateral press, middle of the ring. Just a one count for Ryan Kent. The action non-stop between these two. What a matchup it has been. And our main event is now Ryan Kent showing off his strength again with a deadlift gut wrench suplex. Brings Divine to his feet, stares right into his eyes, kicks to the gut, delivers the shin to the face. Vintage Ryan Kent, who now just stares down Divine almost with pity in his eyes as he waits for Divine to try to move. And now Kent, a shark in the water, smells the blood and looks to pounce on the kill. Tucks Divine between the legs, goes for the Kent clash, but Divine knows Ryan too well. And now Divine creates the distance, lines up his shot, and Kent is in all types of trouble. The 24th punch right down the gullet, and Kent is out like a light. Divine hooks the leg, and will that be enough to do it? 1, 2. No, it will not. Ryan Kent enduring a whole lot of pain in this one, but not giving up. We all can expect that, though. At any moment, one of these men could beat the other. They both got resiliency for days. There's the Michinoku driver Kent tried for earlier. Now connects. No pinfall attempt by Kent. These just fists right across the face. Snapmare. Paul Divine put down in a seated position. Now Kent wants to slow things down, and rightfully so, I should say. It's been all Divine for the past 10 minutes or so. You see that straight jacket choke. Ryan Kent using Divine's own arms to try and beat him here. Look at the will of Divine to escape. Throws Kent overhead quickly. Goes right on top of Kent. Goes for the timestamp. Kent comes up from behind after countering and gets taken down with an arm drag. That'll be another rope break for the Firestarter. Dropkick attempted. Kent moves out of the way though. And the clothesline from hell attempted, but sees it coming, man. These two know each other like the back of their hands, and a sit-out side slam lateral press to follow through. Kent thinks he has it, but again, just a one count. 5 stars this has been, and not even over yet. This could steal the show, man. And Simmons versus Davis was real good in the Coleman event. That so far has been match of the night for me. This is outdoing and powerbomb. Rebounds off the ropes. Ryan Kent gonna use his own head as a weapon right down on the chest and the sternum of Paul Divine, as he's now brought up to a seated base. Divine never quits, doesn't know the word. Punch to the gut, hunched over in pain as Kent shoots in. Does Divine? Nope, counters. Does the Firestarter, and Divine gets a face full of canvas. There's Divine. using Ken's trick as he rolls to the outside of the ring. Knows that he cannot be beaten out there. He can lose by count out, but the ref busy keeping Ken at bay. Divine recuperates, rushes right back into the war zone. Goes for a kick. Way off base, though. Drops down behind. Divine punch to the back of the head. That's going to stun Ken. Time stamp. This time connects flush. That boot straight to the face. And now with Kent on spaghetti legs, or maybe not playing possum, Kent, man. Oh, 24th punch connects, kind of? I don't know if he got all of that, guys. That, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. Divine got him. Paul Divine, ladies and gentlemen, knocks off Ryan Kent. That botched finish, though. 24th punch. Looks like he kind of caught him in the back of the head with it. But either way, a fantastic matchup. 3 years in the making. And Divine again gets a huge win. It was Damian last week. It was Kent tonight. Will it be Hayden next week? We'll have to wait to see. But what a win for the Asian sensation. What a botch. I hope we get a replay of that. I want to see exactly where it connected because I'm not sure. Either way, it is enough to keep Kent. Oh, no, we're not going to get a replay. GG. It is enough to keep Kent down for the 1, 2, 3. Divine is on a roll. Regicide on the horizon where he will look to become a 5-time undisputed champion. That match was worth the wait. First Damian, now Kent. Divine and Hayden next week. Damian and Kent next week. Really a stacked show. Divine stands tall. It's becoming a common sight here in Fusion these past couple of weeks. Believe I made him. I don't know what day it is, Zach. It's 4 Sunday. I feel like it's 1 week from that. Got my thinking hat on right now. Okay, so this Sunday, Point Break. 4 weeks from that. 2 weeks after Point Break is Regicide. 2 weeks after Regicide. Wait a minute. All right, here's what it is. It's this Sunday, Point Break. That's March 18th. Then 2 weeks after that is Regicide. I don't know what date that is. That's early April sometime. Then a week after that is Special Event Wildcard. And then a week after that is Absolution in the Rumble. So I don't know what date that is. You can figure it out for yourself if you want to know that bad. Wasn't it dank? I'd say dank. I think it was so good that we need to get a word from the Fupa Lord himself. They don't want you to jet ski. They don't want you to smile. So true. Words of wisdom right there. But indeed, as always, like we saw, you want to see more exclamation point CMV in the chat. We'll let you know a bit more information. Exclamation point join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. You have a call. We are on Xbox. You are more than welcome. If you want to be featured on one of our programs. And yeah, make sure you follow me so you know when I go live. All the past episodes on my YouTube channel. Linked on my Twitch info page. Official CMV_ is our Twitter. You can follow for signings, match cards, all that kind of good stuff. So I'll see you guys for Reality Wrestling. Love ya. Bye.